video is so serious. I wish the camera was better so that I know people would watch it more. This really, really needs to be brought into as much light as possible. This needs to stop now. I was on Facebook earlier today, and a friend of mine who has one daughter biologically and one daughter who's she's her stepdaughter, and she was talking about this thing called the Momo Challenge, and she asked her kids if she knew what it was, and they said yes, they knew what the Momo Challenge was, and these girls are like 6 or 7, around that age. I'm not gonna say their names or anything like that. I'm protecting their privacy, especially because of all of this. The Momo Challenge is horrible. It's something that is on YouTube Kids, and that app is supposed to be heavily monitored to protect kids and keep them from things like this, and so that they can just enjoy funny videos and, you know, Minecraft videos, watching clips of their favorite shows like Peppa Pig and all of that. But they're hidden behind these tag art or whatever it's called. I really don't know what it's called. Thumbnail, something like that. Of Peppa Pig or somebody like that, and then you click on the video and she's overdosing on pills. That is not something that should have gotten past the monitors. And yeah, okay, it's they might slip up one time, but they're supposed to be heavily monitored, like I said. But again, sometimes one video probably just slips through the cracks. But these keep popping up. And it started this Momo Challenge. And it encourages kids to act out and to have violent behaviors. And it starts out kind of with normal kid behaviors, you know, breaking a toy or, you know, messing up your room or something, and you have to provide photo evidence of it and take a picture and send it to whoever. Well, supposedly you're sending it to Momo, which is this weird Japanese girl sculpture thing with these huge bulging eyes. I don't have a picture of it, and I'm not even going to try to put it up because it's already going to be in my nightmares tonight. But it goes from that to encouraging, messing up your room, to more and more violent behaviors, and you have to keep providing photo evidence. You're still having to, contact somebody who you don't know. And what's really bad is, you have to keep, the kids think they have to keep doing this challenge because if they don't, Momo will come either hurt them or their families, or worse, kill them. And when kids are being threatened with death, that is terrifying to a child. It is not something that should be on in any way possible to reach a child like that. It shouldn't. But it is. And it is awful. The end result, the end of the challenge, though, you have to commit suicide or to harm yourself really badly. And this is heartbreaking, but it's also as familiar as it was a couple years ago. This is the same concept of the Blue Whale Challenge, except for rather being targeted at teenagers, it's being targeted towards children. Whoever created this challenge basically took the Blue Whale Challenge and dialed it up to 11, or even higher than 11 probably, because they're aiming it at children. They're making children try to commit suicide, to harm themselves, to act out, to get into trouble. And you don't do that. You don't do that. You have to be some kind of evil to do that. You have to be some kind of evil to come up with the Blue Whale Challenge, but then to target children, not even teenagers, children who should not know what self-harm and suicide is, who are being told by their parents, do not act up, You have to behave yourself. Be you, but don't act up. Don't get yourself into trouble by things like this. And you're threatening kids by saying, if you tell your parents, if you tell whoever, Momo's gonna come and kill you. Like, who are you to do something like that? Seriously, you are evil. But like I said, I would not be surprised if the same person or persons who created the Blue Whale Challenge decided, you know what, let's change it up a bit and let's target it towards kids this time. Let's encourage kids to commit suicide. You don't do that. You don't do shit like that. Even when it's towards teenagers are gonna, I hate saying this, I really do, because I struggled with it myself, but teenagers are going to contemplate suicide. Not all of them, but a good portion of them will. I know I did. It's hard. Especially, like, being a teenager is definitely the most difficult time of your life. If not the most, it's up there. It's in the top 3. The Blue Whale Challenge was far more dangerous because it was having kids, like, teenagers stand on ledges and take pictures of themselves nearly falling to their death. I mean, it was risky itself. And like I said, it's kind of dialed back a little bit because these are kids, but it's still something that kids should not know about. The Momo Challenge is something that should have never gotten past YouTube Kids censors. YouTube, if you are watching this, if you are monitoring this, I beg of you, like, keep an eye out for this stuff. You are supposed to provide kids with protection when they're on the internet, because you know what? Parents can't constantly watch everything their kids are watching. It's just something they can't do, because sometimes kids are watching YouTube because the parents are busy and they just need a little bit of a distraction so that the parents can get whatever they're doing done and the kids are out of the way. Like, I kid you not, like, that's why I used to read books and stuff like that when I was a kid, because it kept me busy while my mom could do her work, or my dad could finish whatever he was doing outside, and I could be inside with my dog, and I would be happy and distracted. YouTube Kids is an app that is supposed to be a safe space for children on the web. The fact that this is on there is so dangerous and so reckless on everyone's part. I'm not blaming the parents here. I'm not blaming the kids. I'm not even necessarily blaming YouTube if just one happened to get through the censors and it went viral. That's one thing. But this is a challenge. This is something that is targeting not just one, but all children. Any children who is online, they are being targeted and told, if you don't do these things, I or Momo, whoever, will come to your house and hurt you, or I will hurt your family, or I will kill you, or I will kill your family. And I saw one post that was like, take your life for your brothers, or whatever, which is, like, when you read it, it's basically saying, kill yourself so your brother will live. That is a scary thing. That's scary even to me, because my brother and I fight like cats and dogs. I love him to death. I would die for him. But to put that on a child, that is so scary. That is a very horribly scary thing. You are sick and twisted. You just don't deserve to breathe this air, in my opinion, if you are telling children to commit suicide, or to hurt somebody else, or to hurt themselves. You are a special kind of evil. I'm sorry, I'm getting worked up, but I'm very passionate about this. And I have a right to be, because like I said, I've struggled with suicidal thoughts in the past and self-harm, and it's not something I necessarily talk about, but it's a serious issue. It's not a game. It's not a game at all. Parents, please talk to your kids about this. Ask them if they know what Momo is, and explain to them as frankly as you can. Just say, it is not a good video and it was made by very bad people. We do not watch these things. And then, kids, if you are being told by Momo that that if you don't do all of this stuff, they're going to come after your parents or you or anybody that you love, don't believe them. They are lying to you. Speak up. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your grandma, your grandpa, your aunt, your uncle, whoever you trust, tell them that somebody is trying to make you do stuff. Because what will happen if you tell them? You will be kept safe. Not only that, they will try to get the bad person who is talking to you arrested. They will do everything that they can to put them in jail so that they can never, ever get to you. You are safer letting your parents know about this bad stuff that's happening, or that somebody is messaging you and telling you bad things. And to anybody out there who is suffering from suicidal thoughts or wanting to hurt yourself, please, I beg of you, call the national hotline for either suicide, self-harm. I don't know if they're separate or not, but please just call them. Or talk to somebody you trust. Talk to a teacher, a parent, a counselor, somebody that you know will listen to you and will protect you. Because, trust me, it is not the way to go. It is not the right choice. It is not something that you need to do. You never have to hurt yourself. You never have to take your life. You are loved by so many people in this world. Even if you don't know them yet, you will, and they will love you and be there for you every step of the way. That is what true love is. And true love doesn't just come from a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It comes from your family. It comes from your friends. It comes from your animals. If you have a dog, that dog can sense when you're feeling sad, and they will come and comfort you, even if they are just sitting in front of you, looking up at you. They know, they can sense that you're unhappy, and they'll try to help you. Go to a counselor if you must. Do something. Trust me, when I say this, it's not worth it. It really isn't. You are loved by so many people. You really are. Again, just say no. Say no to the Momo Challenge, please. Say no to the Blue Whale Challenge if people are still messaging you about that. Say no to that too. Say no to it all. Hashtag stop Momo. I had to do that, I'm sorry. But really, you are loved. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.